in Tel Aviv. So I'm assuming this is an Israeli writer. Then I would hope for The Guardian that they know enough to verify the name of the dead person. That would be my hope on this. This other site, I'm guessing, is probably pulling information from local obituaries. That would be my guess. So somebody recorded the information wrong. I don't know who I would lean in on trusting without anything else, because I can't find any other information about these people that are dead.
I don't disagree with anything you said at all. I think what you said is spot on. So do you want to move on to you asked for more explicit examples, or you have more information?
Sure, I've got time for like one more, but also just give me the best example you have. I don't know why we went through examples we don't have much information. Just give me the best example you have.
Okay, the best example I have, depends on how you look at it. So what parameters, just explain to me what you think would be a good example, so then I can...
Like an instance of a killing that's clearly unjustified, where the soldier should have known better, and he's clearly made a huge mistake here. Bonus points if it's indicative of bad IDF policy, but I guess at one, like, where we can agree that, like, oh yeah, this would probably be considered a war crime, and this was an improper behavior by a soldier that had no reason to act in the way that he did.
Okay, I think... Honestly, I have so many, but I think this is probably going to be the best one. Okay, so why don't you just start off by playing the video I sent you, and then I'll kind of explain how it relates to the article and whatnot.
Is this violent, or...?
It's violent, but I don't think it's going to get you in trouble. It's just read it. It's nothing that... Yeah, it's nothing that I haven't seen on YouTube a million times.
Can you... Is there one of these on YouTube, or...?
We're going to try to find it.
Okay, here, I'm just gonna play this. I'm gonna put my beer back to hold on. Yeah, I see. But I don't know if this is like a super bloody fucked up video.
It's not super bloody. Tom, do you want to look at it on your own and give your assessment, maybe?
Okay, a sister was filming her brother and teased him, saying, "This is silly, Taha." She ended up capturing his murder on video. Taha Mohammed, 15, was fatally shot by Israeli forces. His father, who was also shot when he tried to reach Taha and help him, is seen in the final seconds of the video getting up.
Okay, can we play the video, or what's the deal? We can...
I'm playing it, I'm watching it.
Oh, I just can't see it, but...
Well, no, yeah, because it's on my computer.
Wait, so can people see it on your stream, or is it just you that can see it?
I don't know if I can show people getting shot on stream. Okay, I don't think this is that bloody, but okay, here we go.
I think it's... I'm being honest, I would never want...
Yeah, I know. I don't think you would have touched it, but okay, this is the video. There's a guy standing out here. Assuming this kid got shot.
Oh, that's pretty clear.
Okay, just to reiterate, this is our best evidence, right?
Well, it ties into it. I just want to show you the video, and then I'm going to explain to you how it ties into everything, because there's a lot of information on this. So, this is actually, this happened in the West Bank. This is one part of multiple killings of children and civilians that happened in the West Bank.
Let's focus on one. Focus on one.
Since the start of, well, let me just explain the overall picture, then you can question me on one. So this is a series of West Bank killings, presumably unjustified, according to the report that was done, of people that were killed in the West Bank since the start of the war. So this isn't like 10, 15 years ago. So here we have, I'm going to show you this article, but Amnesty International did a detailed analysis investigating 4 emblematic cases where the Israeli forces used unlawful lethal force. Three incidents in October and 1 November, which include the unlawful killing of 20 Palestinians, including 7 children. Researchers remotely interviewed the 12 people, 10 of them eyewitnesses, including first respondents and local residents. The organization's Crisis Evidence Lab verified 19 videos and 4 photos in examining these 4 incidents. And so basically, here's the, if you want to keep going, I'll send you the article, but essentially found out that there's like chain of incidents in the West Bank, which is not an active war zone, where a whole bunch of innocent civilians got murdered. So if you want to just pull this up.
Okay, so firstly, it seems like this was something active was going on here.
But we agree that Gaza is not on the same scale of activeness as sorry, West Bank is not on the same scale of danger and activeness. Like Gaza does not control the West Bank. I mean, Hamas does not control the West Bank. It's a more, let's just say, tame environment than.
I agree. It is a more tame environment, but this particular area seemed to be pretty active. The reason why this brother was out of the house is because it seemed like he was looking to see if soldiers had fled, if soldiers had left.
Yeah, you want to see for the safety out of the house. But just go through the article and you'll kind of see how it's outlined. Or do you want to just read it out loud? Amnesty.org.
Among those killed during the raid. Okay, scroll up. Since October 7th, Israeli forces have stepped up raids, carrying them out almost daily across the occupied West Bank in what is described as search and arrest operations. 50%, 4,382 Palestinians injured in the West Bank were injured during such operations, according to OCHA. In one illustrative case, investigated by Amnesty International, Israeli military and border police forces used excessive force during a 30-hour-long raid on Noor Sham's refugee camp in Togoram beginning on the 19th of October. During the operation, Israeli forces killed 13 Palestinians, including 6 children, 4 of them under the age of 16, and arrested 15 people. Israeli military sources quoted in media reports said that 1 Israeli border police officer was killed and 9 were injured after an improvised explosive device was thrown at them by Palestinians. Residents told Amnesty International that during the operation, Israeli soldiers found more than 40 residential homes, destroying personal belongings and drilling holes in the walls for sniper outposts. Water and electricity to the camp was cut off, and soldiers used bulldozers to destroy public roads, electricity networks, and water infrastructure.
Are you skipping ahead because are you picking paragraphs, or where are you starting from?
I started on since the 7th of October, Israeli forces have stepped up raids. And then I'm looking at this first killing. Among those killed during the raid was 15-year-old Taha Mohammed. That's the killing that you showed me on video. Who Israeli forces shot dead in front of his house as he came out to check whether Israeli forces had left the area. Taha was unarmed and posed no threat to the soldiers at the time he was shot, based on witness testimony, so his family, and videos reviewed by Amnesty International. A video filmed by one of his sisters and verified by Amnesty's Crisis Evidence Lab shows Taha walking on the street, peeking to check for the presence of soldiers, and then collapsing on the street outside his house after the sound of 3 gunshots.
Was that justified shooting, in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't have any information about this. You give me a video that starts literally the moment he gets shot, or within like seconds of him getting shot.
In the video, you see him going outside. You know, there's like 5 seconds, maybe even, was it 5 or 10 seconds, where he's just leaving his house, he's going outside, or he's just left outside, he's walking on the street.
Here's a question. What is the guy holding next to him, his dad? What is his dad holding in his hand next to him?
Let me double check this video. 1 second.
It looks like he's about to throw it at like 6 seconds. It's hard to tell because the footage is pretty bad, but.
It's not even 100% clear that he's holding something. If he is, it could be a cell phone. It could be a million other things, but it doesn't look like it's big. It's certainly not a
Could
gun.
be. Yeah, could be anything, yeah. Earlier in this article by Amnesty.org, it said that 1 soldier had already been killed by an improvised explosive device.
Yes, before the raid.
So, if that's the case, if Israeli soldiers had told these people to stay inside, and then they see men coming out of the home, and they look like they're about to throw something, does this look like...
To stay inside? Is there any evidence of that they were told to stay inside?
That's going to be my guess, based on the fact that these guys are looking to see if soldiers were gone. They're both walking cautiously outside of their house, and they already have somebody inside Hollywood Productions recording the event. So yeah, my guess is they were probably told that to stay inside. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, 15-year-old.
Also, the recording you have here, the headline on all of this, by the way, and this should be a huge red flag to you, all of this is a lie. A sister was filming her brother and teased him. a Palestinian girl recording and teasing her 15-year-old brother. They're not. This isn't a teasing, happy situation. This is.
Did you listen to the audio?
Don't care. Do you speak Arabic? Like she's.
You can tell emotion. Just listen to the audio. It's pretty clear. You can see her going from haha to being super duper fucking distraught. You can clearly see the emotion in her
Yeah,
face.
but you can also see that the people leaving the house are like scouting. They know that they're. It looks like they know that they're probably not supposed to be here, or they like it literally says in the video they're seeing if soldiers have left yet.
Yeah, because they want to see if it's safe to go outside yet or not. Going outside and checking to see if the IDF is there is not in any way a justification for being shot.
I don't know what else they were doing. I don't know if these guys were involved in attacks. I don't know if the IDF thought these guys were involved in attacks.
Well, that's why this video alone probably wouldn't be that much. But then we have the context of the article, which says that they interviewed 12 people, 10 of them eyewitnesses, including first responders and local residents. And the organization of Christ and Evansville verified 19 videos and 4 photos examining these 4 incidents. So hold
on. So you don't believe the IDF as an apparatus. You won't trust the IDF, but you'll trust the family's testimony or other Palestinians in the village here?
Well, I'm not, there's also, did you miss the part about 19 videos and 4 photos?
Okay, where are the video footages showing something stronger than this? Because here, what it looks like, without any preloading, although I guess it's impossible either, it looks like you've got 2 guys that are scouting outside their house looking for something going on. The guy on the right looks like he's got something in his hand to throw. You've already had multiple, like, so, what?
Pure speculation.
What?
Pure speculation.
Wait, hold on, wait, okay, hold on, wait. We'll call moderators. Oh, God, this is what I see. Hold on, actually, also, let me listen. You said there was teasing this video?
I said that initially it was a playful vibe, and then you can see the...
Show me, play this video and tell me which part is teasing and playful.
I never said it was teasing and playful, I just said the vibe radically changed. It's initially, again, I don't speak Arabic.
Wait, tell me where the vibe changes. Because in the very beginning of the video, it already sounds like she's like worried and nervous.
Okay, give me a second. .06 seconds. You can hear in the first 2-3 seconds that she's speaking very quietly. There's no emotion. 0.06 seconds. She literally starts screaming as if she's been shot in the face.
Yeah, it sounds like she's speaking quietly because she knows that they can't give away what's going on, and you can hear sirens in the fucking background.
So? What is that justification for being shot?
I didn't say it was, but I said it should be a huge red flag to you that this headline is a complete and total fabrication. And even the thing on the video here, this headline up top, is a lie. This is a Pallywood production title. A Palestinian girl recording and teasing her 15-year-old brother ends up capturing his death on camera. That's not what's happening. It looks like 2 people are going out of the house to scout the IDF out. One guy looks like he has something in his hand to throw, and somebody's recording it ahead of time with sirens going off in the background in a town where an Israeli soldier has already been killed and 9 have been injured.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Destiny, are you saying that they're trying to make this sound like it's an innocent, goofy...
Of course, yes. And Alex bought it hook, line, and sinker because he literally said, Alex literally said it sounds like she's teasing him.
Where, hold on, and then instead, it's what you're saying is happening is that it's actually a very tense, cautious situation where they're looking for militants and people with guns and like it's a dangerous situation, and it sounds like very tense.
I just want to know what part of the headline is incorrect.
A sister was filming her brother and teased him, saying, "This is silly, haha."
Do you
or taha.
From a vibe perspective, it seems like it makes sense. Do you know Arabic? Do you know that's not what happened? You can clearly see the change.
How is she teasing her brother, whispering at him from 100 yards away?
Not teasing. Oh my god, dude! Not teasing him like directly. Obviously, he can't hear her. That's clearly and obvious. Which I think she means is that she was in the video. She was going to tease him about this whole thing, and it seems like she's speaking she's very calm and relaxed, right? It doesn't seem like there's any distress in her voice.
Hold on. I don't know if you know what people sound like. She sounds like she's whispering.
We don't know how good the audio is. It seems like she's just quietly talking to the camera. It doesn't seem like she's whispering.
Multiple Arabic people are putting in my chat. The translation of what she says in the beginning is, "Here is Taha, what an idiot." Then the gunshots happen.
So that's literally teasing.
Or she knows he's going out into an active combat area. It's not teasing. That's not teasing. What do you think teasing means? Teasing is like playful, lighthearted, like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Not like, oh my god, this guy's gonna go out and fucking die.
That's not what she said. Here's my brother. He's an idiot, right? That implies she's teasing him. How's that not?
We're in a different world. I don't think you're being a good fit at this point. No. Hold on. To the moderators. In any world, does that sound like teasing to you? Is that a description? And I could be wrong. I could be poisoned here.
Why is she calling him an idiot? Why do you think she's saying that?
Because she thinks he's about to fucking die to the IDF.
Well, I think that if she thought that, she'd probably be like, hey, don't fucking go outside.
Yeah, but it sounds like that's what she thinks, that he's an idiot for going outside because he might get shot.
You can hear sirens in the background. You see both of them cautiously approaching out into the street. The guy in the back has something in his hand.
What am I not being good faith about? Just explain that to me and we'll move on.
Because at the very least, what we can reason, obviously in this video, is we know that these two people are approaching with extreme caution because they know there's a good chance that something bad will happen. We know that the person inside who's recording also knows that something really bad could happen. That's why she's speaking quietly. That's why she called him an idiot. And that's why she's like stealthily recording from behind whatever she's near. And that's why when the first guy gets dropped, the second guy around him is like more alert. He's not like, oh God, oh, I got shot from nowhere. Because he knows that they're like in an active fucking combat zone. That's what's happening here. That's without it making any assumption at all. That's like pretty basic, reasonable induction for what's going on in this event.
Yeah, so anyone living in the West Bank when there's a raid on their village, or someone in Gaza, even the escaped Israeli hostages, are super cautious. Everyone would be cautious in that situation. Of course, I would be cautious in that situation too. Of course, there's a presumed danger. No one's denying. But you're disagreeing with the premise that like this girl knew that her brother was about to die.
I don't know if she knew he was about to die, but she knew that something bad could happen.
Like, if you take everything into account, you take her vibe. Like, I think if she had a good feeling her brother was gonna die, she'd be like, oh my God, she'd be like really worried. She would be like, oh, you're like, he's an idiot.
It doesn't actually matter if she's teasing or not. Like, it could be a misrepresentation one way or the other. But as to whether or not this is an indiscriminate shooting, like, do we have any information on like the IDF soldiers that shot him, or like what their reasoning was, or anything like that?
What the IDF's defense is?
Well, we know that on the 19th, or I'm sorry, on this date, on the 19th of October, the 18th of October, police say 10 officers were wounded in an explosion during IDF raid in Tulkarem. So I think one ended up dying. So IEDs have been used here. It's during a raid.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
What?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
What part of this is two wrongs make a right?
You're creating a justification why they killed him.
I'm creating a reasonable expectation for them to think these people might have been engaged in violent activity, hostilities.
It's a fucking 15-year-old walking outside. But also, I don't want us to get too bogged down the one 15-year-old because this article isn't just about the 15-year-old.
Wait, you were supposed to present the banger.
This is what all of the Pallywood evidence looks like. It's always stuff like this every single time.
Yeah. So, okay. So the problem is you're starting with the premise that the IDF would never do something like this, and then that leads to the conclusion, oh, it's probably all deliberate. Oh,
I didn't start. I'm letting you give me the videos. I've never seen any of this. You have so much time to prep and get the best examples. You gave me a 37-second video where the title makes it sound like a sister's kind of like teasing her brother, and then out of nowhere, the evil fucking IDF comes by and executes a poor Muslim boy for no reason. That's what the title leads me to believe. That's what the top text of this leads me to believe. And then when I play the video, I don't have any context. It's just 37 seconds of who knows how much recording where a boy.
The report. Like, I don't know why you keep like misinterpreting this.
Wait. This is what you linked me first.
It's because it was an example from that report.
Stop, hold on. You linked me this and you told me to watch this video before I read the report. You explicitly said that. You said, watch this video, then
I knew as soon as we read the report, you were going to be, is there video evidence? So I wanted to show you that.
No. So, okay, that's fine. So I'm walking you through my thought process. So I watched.
You know that there's the larger context. You know there's a report.
Yes. Now that I know there's larger, now that I see there's larger context, I see that there was an ongoing military activity going on here. I see that explosives and guns had been used by the IDF. So now when I come back and look at this video, now I'm looking at it in a different light. I see two men are walking out from a video, or I'm sorry, walking out in a building on video. Looks like they're peeking around looking for the IDF. The guy in the back looks like he has something in his hand. I don't know if he does or doesn't. I don't know if the IDF would know if he does or doesn't, but none of this is random or like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. All of this seems like pretty expected. Like
this in your, just to clarify, this is a justified shooting?
I don't know. I don't have the perspective information from the IDF at the time. And I don't have any real information here. It's a 37-second fucking video.
You have the report, a detailed report that was written.
Wait, a detailed report? Wait, where is the detailed report?
Literally in the article from Amnesty that I linked you.
Yeah, the detailed report is testimony from the family and the videos they took and them saying he was no threat. You don't trust the IDF as an apparatus, but you trust the family of the killed person?
You're being so bad faith right now, or you're either strawmanning. I don't know what exactly is going on. So it's not just the testimony from the family, testimony from first responders, testimony from other people that were there. 12 videos apparently, a bunch of photos. They combine all that information together to come up with the story that they're saying here, right? It's not just testimony. It's not like the dad said they killed him, right? They're looking at all the videos, all the photos, all the people who testified, including first
Hold on.
responders. And
You-
then
there were no first.
The argument that, well, I need Alex to make the argument that it is an unjustified shooting.
I don't even know what first responders. What would they even be able to say? Like, we showed up after he got shot and we knew he wasn't a threat to the IDF. Like, what was a first responder even saying here?
This is what I'm asking. I need, like, yes, make the
Well, they can look
argument.
at if he had something in his hand, for example. If your conclusion is true that he had some kind of weapon in his hand, that's something they could probably see. They could see. Yeah, there's a number of things. Like, was it a headshot or was it like?
Why would that matter? If it's a headshot.
It's more likely they're trying to shoot to kill.
Yeah, no, everybody shoots to kill. Yeah, that's how shooting works. You're killing people.
Okay, fine. They could see if there's a grenade in his arm or something like that, right? So the fact that the first responders and none of the videos and no one said there was a grenade in his hand, I think it's pretty likely he did not have a grenade in his hand, unless every single person's lying.
Wait, how? Or the guy just literally took it out of his pocket. How would that be that hard to do?
So, okay, let me just get this straight. So, two guys are outside, 15-year-olds. One of them gets smirked in the head, killed, and you think his friend's first reaction is like, oh, let me search through his pockets. Do you really think that's what the friend would do?
I mean, if you look at the video, that seems kind of almost what's happening. Yeah.
You see the friend going through his shit?
No, he's trying to see if it's safe to though. The guy. Okay. Do you agree that it would be reasonable that if you watch
I think the friend running away, bro.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, let's watch the whole video. It's 37 seconds, okay? At 3 seconds, his friend gets dropped, and then he backs up a few steps, and then what does he do right after? 5 seconds. Is it safe to approach? He's looking, he comes, he takes a few steps closer, he looks a little bit closer, and then, he's kind of getting closer. He wants to touch his friend, maybe. He looks back to the window. Then there's a cut, and now he's gone. What happened? I don't know. What part of this is him running away?
Keep going. Keep watching.
After the cut? I don't know, but I don't care now. Now we've got a totally different cut. I don't know what's happening past this point.
It's the same people, is it not?
Yeah, but from the cut, I don't know what happened to the cut. Oh, wait, and even in the cut, it looks like he was trying to go near the person. I don't know what he's trying to do with the body. Maybe he's just trying to bring it back.
What do you think is more likely? That he's trying to steal a grenade from him that there's no evidence for, or he wants to see if his friend is dead? He wants to see if there's any sense in dragging him somewhere. He wants to see if his friend is alive. What do you think is more reasonable? Number one,
for Pallywood Productions, probably trying to get evidence off his body in case the IDF comes back. That'd be my guess.
If you start with the assumption that every piece of evidence that comes out on the other side is fake, then I guess that would be a logical conclusion. But if you start from a neutral premise, which is like, hey, I don't really know if the IDF would do something like this, and I don't really know if
the neutral perspective is if somebody gets shot in front of you and your family's in the building behind you, you're probably running the fuck away. That'd be my guess. If you don't hear it. He didn't do that. I don't know why you're saying he did it. He didn't do that.
Yeah, if you go to
also, it's not two 15-year-olds. This is his dad.
Okay, fine. Whatever. His dad. So your son gets shot, and you don't think it's reasonable to check and see if they're still alive?
Well, if it was my side of me, we wouldn't be walking out into an active fucking war zone with shit in our hands.
And if your son got shot, would you check if he's alive?
I don't know. With my family behind me, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Do you think it would be unreasonable for someone to check if their son is alive?
I don't know what somebody would think of in this situation. Losing a son is tragic. Having the son and father die in a fucking in a thing would be even more tragic. So I'm not sure. But I wouldn't be out here with my kid like, hey, let's go check out the IDF with shit in our hands and see what happens. That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, you wouldn't be in that situation because you live in America. You don't live in the West Bank or Gaza. So me and you would never be in the situation in the first place. We don't have that misfortune of being in that situation. It's like easy to say like, yeah, I can't imagine myself ever being so poor I have to steal because we live in a first world country.
I can't imagine myself being so poor that's incredibly easy to imagine.
Okay, whatever. You get the point of the analogy. Is that this would never apply to us. This can't happen to us because we live in America.
What is even happening? Look at the cut here. You said that cut in the Flower Massacre. You said that footage was unacceptable. Wait a second.
I said the Flower Massacre footage is unacceptable.
Or you said that because the editor said it was cut. Wait, does he actually? Wait. Does he actually get a jacket off this kid? Did he actually do it?
We don't see it.
Hold on. The father's not wearing anything. He's wearing a t-shirt in the first picture. The kid looks like he's wearing something. He gets shot and dropped. The dad, I guess, comes back. I don't know what he's doing. He's going for it. He clearly doesn't have a jacket on. Then we get our cut, but since it's Pallywood, Alex loves cuts, so that doesn't mean anything. Then when we come back up and we look out the window here, I don't know if he removed anything from the kid, but now the guy has a jacket on? So did he get something from the body? Is that what we literally see happening in the video right fucking here?
It's not really clear. Let me see. Let me look at it again. So we have is the kid even wearing a jacket? Let me go back and watch. So the kid is wearing like.
I want to say it seems as though they are the guy in the second person in the first clip is a lot bigger.
It's a different jacket. So
the second one is wearing pants as well.
Oh, okay, so it might be a whole different person then. We got a whole third person involved in.
Right, but we can still see, like, let's just grant that premise. We can still see this person being shot. There we go. He's shot. That's it. We can see that part. And then I agree with you. This is all evidence I provided. Then you can definitely make a convincing argument that, like, hey, maybe there's something deceptive going on here. But when you combine that with the larger context of the Amnesty International report, where they say that, again, they interviewed 10 people, 200 eyewitnesses, including first responders and local residents. And also, they looked at verified 19 videos and for photos examined.
Not 19 videos of this particular incident. We're just looking at this incident.
Well, we don't know how many of those videos were related to this incident. This is just the video we see. But if we're looking, again, if we're looking at the larger picture, we see, unless we're saying that Amnesty International is lying.
I do believe they lie about Israel. Yes, I do.
Okay, so
but that's fine. I don't have to trust them. I can read stuff about them, and there are times when they're critical of Israel, and their evidence is really strong and really good. Amnesty International has made good criticisms of IDF conduct in the field. Just because I don't trust them means I verify the sourcing and the reporting of it. So it doesn't mean I say everything they say is a lie. That would be fucking retarded. I just wouldn't trust anything that's out of hand without verifying more of the information myself.
Okay, I appreciate you acknowledging that. So you're saying, like, what kind of evidence would you like to see? We have a video of someone getting shot. We have their report, which says that verified 19 videos and 4 photos and interviewed a bunch of people. What kind of details would you like to see at this point?
I have literally nothing. You don't even know why these people are out here. I have no idea what is happening here.
I'm still waiting for an argument why it was unjust or why it was indiscriminate. Alex, I wanted you to actually give like the argument, not just saying in the international.
Yeah, so I'll explain it.
Give the argument.
And there were 3 people involved here, not just 2 as well. Who the fuck is this third person?
So yeah, I'll explain. So let me answer Tom's question. The reason it's indiscriminate is because we have, if we just take what we see at face value in this report, in this video, is we have a 15-year-old going outside, not posing a threat, or at least it doesn't seem like he's posing a threat, and getting murdered by the IDF. That's indiscriminate because they failed to distinguish whether he was a civilian or militant. It seems like he's not a militant. It seems like he's a civilian.
Why would you assume that?
Because because in this report, they didn't talk about every single person that was killed during this whole thing. There was obviously some militants that were killed, but the reason they're mentioning this person is because he was a civilian.
They don't know that. The family said he was a civilian. Why the fuck would you trust them?
Okay, fine. If we just go back through this report, let me see. I believe they said
Jesus,
that he was a civilian.
Wait, oh no. Hold on. Somebody linked me this, but I haven't checked this yet. Is it?
Also,
what? Somebody translate this for me. Where are my Arabic speakers? This doesn't mean he was a Hamas martyr, does it? Somebody... Well, I'm being linked this, but I don't know if this is even the same fucking person, or prove to me that this is even what you're talking about. This kid is literally Hamas, and Hamas claimed as much. Oh, it's the same name. I'm linking you,
We can see a photo of the kid, so we should be able to actually check.
The October 19th death of 15-year-old Taha Ibrahim Mohammed Mamid, the Palestinian town of Turk Arm, was the subject of a November 18th article and video report by Sky News reporter Mark Stone, and led with the following incendiary headline. So he's the kid on the bottom left. Okay, I'll
Hamas affiliation of slain Palestinian team. What's the evidence that he was affiliated with Hamas?
Additionally, the Sky News viewers and readers aren't told is that Taha was a child soldier at terrorist affiliated with Hamas, the group which announced his death and acknowledged it took place during confrontations with the IDF. Do I have somebody here that speaks Arabic? Oh, well, are we face blind, boys? Hold on. Is this the same kid? I'm giving you 2 different pictures.
It seems similar, but I'll say like a lot.
There's the one from Amnesty International. Here's the Hamas claiming credit for it.
Well, where's actually Hamas claiming credit for?
I think that Twitter, is an account where Hamas posts their martyrs that have died fighting the IDF.
Which Twitter? Because I see a claim in this random website I've never heard of, but I don't see any proof. It was supposed yesterday. So yeah, where's the post? Like, where's the, because it's gonna matter if it was like, did you link it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy is creating a Twitter thread, and it's saying Hamas announced martyrs since October 7th. Here's the thread. Can't vouch for when these individuals actually died. And then it's a bunch of pictures posted. This guy's a senior fellow at the Washington Institute, visiting scholar. Brandy is you, founder jihadology_net.
Let me take a quick.
So the name of the Twitter is "Book Your Sons Are Your Servants." Tunisia's missionaries of Jesus.
So the masses of our, here's the full translation for our colleagues at Camera Arabic. The masses of our mighty Palestinian people and the free persons of our Islamic and Arab nation, the Islamic resistance movement, Hamas, mourns its martyred hero, Tab Mohammed, who ascended on Thursday, 19/10/2023, at dawn by the fire of the occupation near Shams refugee camp east of Tulkarm during the confrontations of the Al-Aqsa flood campaign.
October 18. This just seems like a random person. I don't know what their credibility is. Is there any hard evidence that he was Hamas? I just see a random dude who seems to have a pattern of like just posting children and claiming they're Hamas. I don't know what what credibility this person has and what evidence he's presenting. This is literally the epitome of parasite. Just some person making a claim with no evidence. Someone who has no credibility. I mean, what's the credibility of this person saying is true? It seems like some random person on Twitter. Random people on Twitter lie all the time.
Okay, but the anonymous IDF soldier, you're gonna hang your hat on it and swear to God that he's definitely giving it. You're
talking about two different incidents, but yes, I do think the Guardian has more credibility than a random person on Twitter. Do you think this is a credible person? A random person on Twitter?
I know the actual answer for how this could save you, but I'm not going to tell you. But there is one way that this might.
Well, I'm not even interested in that. I'm just asking you, do you think this is a credible witness?
I don't know where these postings come from. Or where Hamas posts any of these things at. I'd have to dig into this to find out.
Yeah, because this... Okay, let me try it one more time to look at this. So... This just seems like, again, a random person who doesn't provide any evidence. He just posts photos of guys and says that, I guess, they're Hamas. There would need to be at least some amount of evidence, or, if this person had a lot of credibility, that would also make me second guess that.
My guess is all civilians staying in the West Bank are considered martyrs by Hamas. Yeah, that might actually be what's happening. It might be that they'll claim any person that dies as like a martyr against the IDF. That is possible.
Presented. And on the other hand, you have Amnesty International, and also it's part of a larger report that talks about other people that were killed. So unless the claim is every single one of those people was Hamas, I think we need to have at least some discernment between just taking what some random no-name Twitter person says. Not no name.
You can't say random no name because you're literally quoting a nameless soldier as part of your sourcing for an earlier thing. So to say no name.
Well, I do think that in interview, so I think the key thing you're forgetting is that it's a soldier that did an interview with the Guardian. So I think the Guardian, typically with these news stations, they don't just put every single fucking story they hear. They typically take steps to verify the story, or at least they think it's credible, because if not, it's a very big embarrassment for them. Right? And I think the Guardian's pretty well respected. So I don't think they're just like hurts. I think it was just some random nobody that they didn't have any reason to believe was credible. They would just not run with the story. It's a horrible look for them if they get exposed. Turns out not to be the case. So I do think the Guardian is much more credible than some random Twitter account.
Okay, it's not a random Twitter guy. The guy's name is Aaron Y. Yellen, who is his expertise is Arab and Islamic politics and terrorism, and he's a senior fellow at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. That's his profile. No, maybe it could all be fake. This part is all fake.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, do we know that? Look, I'm not.
It's a guy that took his name and just posts on a verified account that he paid for just to fucking meme it up and pretend to be the same guy. Yeah.
You don't think there's a whole bunch of people that are memeing on both sides and who are trying to essentially push a narrative that they have no evidence for? I mean, again, like if there's some evidence that we can see for why he was Hamas, like anything at all, then that would definitely support your point. I just see a guy on Twitter posting a photo of a kid saying he's Hamas.
Okay. All right.
Am I wrong about anything that I just said?
Well, I'm guessing is that he's pulling this information from somewhere else. I don't know where he's pulling the information from. Probably some publication by either the Palestinian Authority or by Hamas.
Yeah, so you think he's pulling the information from somewhere else? Then couldn't we apply that same thing to the Guardian as they're verifying the information somehow else? Like, we gotta have a consistency.
There's not about verification. I'm just saying I don't know where he's pulling it from, but okay. Listen, I gotta give me your final 1 minute. I gotta take off. I'm already an hour past my fucking time, so.
Okay, let me see what's the. There's so much more shit I wanna get there. I mean, are you familiar with the Telegram group called 72 Virgins? Okay, well, let me just give you a quick summary. I promise it won't take too long. So there's Telegram group called 72 Virgins where they post video after video of Palestinians being killed. It's typically very gory and it's like kind of inflammatory type of comments like, look at these cockroaches being murdered, blah, blah, blah. One post read, burning their mother, you won't believe the video we got. You can hear their bones crush. We'll post it right away, get ready. So photos of Palestinian men captured by IDF in the strip and the bodies of terrorists being captured, exterminating the roaches, exterminating the Hamas rats, share this video, stuff like that. So here's what's interesting. Israel, this is a pretty like horrendous fucking Telegram. Israel denied having any associations with this Telegram. Then, Haaretz did a big expose, and the story changed to it was operated by members of the Department of the Israeli Defense Forces Operation Directorate. This is what the IDF is saying, that it was operated by members of the Department of the Israeli Defense Forces Operation Directorate, which is like essentially the PSYOP unit. So, if all that is true, I'll link the article if you want to share with your chat or whatever. If all of that is true, would that not be at least some evidence of a culture of, at the very least, not giving a shit about killing innocent people?
Yeah, if that fully anonymous Telegram is right, then yeah, it would be.
Okay. Well, I shared the article. Take a look at that. I looked at it. It's actually super comprehensive. You see photos, you see posts, you see everything. If you could share with your chat, that'd be good, because I think it would paint the picture. But yeah, I mean, we don't have enough time to get to it. We can probably do it another time if you're up. But yeah, I think that's also pretty strong shit.
Okay. All right. Well, any final thoughts, Tom and? What?
Should we do a quick closing statement?
If you want to, go for it.
Yeah. So while I do love and respect Destiny, I think the problem is that he's starting with already a premise of that, like, hey, IDF probably wouldn't do something like this. Either IDF would not do something like this, IDF would not do something, probably would not do something like this. And then when you show him evidence after evidence, he's able to say, well, you know, it doesn't work because of this and this and that. And again, I agree that if you're starting with that premise, the IDF wouldn't do it. You can find a hole in any argument. It's a war. There's a fog of war. There's not going to be 100% information on the spot, right? If you're starting with that premise, but if you go into it with a neutral premise, and this is all assuming the last point would be my last point would be complete mute. If it turns out this random Twitter guy is actually correct about this guy being Hamas, right? That would discredit the very last piece of evidence I showed, but would not discredit other evidence I showed. And essentially, it comes down to like, okay, well, how much evidence do you want to see? I mean, if you set the burden of proof so high that, like, hey, I need to see like every possible piece of evidence, I need to see this person's obituary, I need to see the video of it happening, then you can never be proven wrong. But again, so that's kind of my perspective. I do appreciate Destiny and the moderators for having this debate. I think it was a lot of fun, and I think we got to cover a lot of shit.
All right. Nothing has made me an Israeli simp more than investigating the incredibly weak evidence that pro-Palestinian people present. We are being told time and time again that the genocide is happening, apartheid is happening, that the Israeli military has a policy of indiscriminately murdering civilians over and over and over again. Yet every time we look for video evidence, it is the most shoddily shot thing in the universe. The stories are all convoluted as fuck. The evidence is scant at best, and you would expect that if this is something that was actively happening in one of the most reported, most monitored, most criticized, most investigated areas of the fucking world at this point, that we would have like dozens or hundreds of stories of these things actually happening, and not the most shoddy videos with the weirdest explanations attached to whatsoever. That'd be my something, but.
Yeah, when you're in the war zone, sometimes you don't get the best quality video. Do you want to do
Are you guys
final?
wanting?
Do you want to do a final part of this in some more in a few days?
If you want to do a final one, again, just send me ahead of time one story, one thing, and I'll go through it like front to back, and I'll give you like a whole how to actually investigate a story and figure out what's actually happening.
All my sources ahead of time if you prefer that. That's
Just on
fine.
one event, one incident, and one incident. Yeah.
There's plenty more that I want to get through, including the Telegram group, which I think is.
Well, apparently, a story's released that Telegram group operated without authorization from the IDF, so that's already completely.
That's initially what was said, but then the IDF admitted that it was part of their PSYOP unit. So it was admitted that the people who created this Telegram group were part of the.
Yeah, they were part of them, but it was without like approval from the IDF. Initially, they denied involvement, but after an internal investigation was done, by the way, which is the IDF investigating itself, which, by the way, you said you didn't trust, and you said they would never expose stuff like this. But after they did an internal investigation, they said, oh, some of our people were involved in this, but it was without official approval from the IDF.
That only happened after the Horetz expose.
Okay, but they could have just said, oh, no, this doesn't happen. We're not going to investigate ourselves.
Well, if there's a massive expose that shows that they're responsible for it, then that's when that has been the best story. They can't just keep saying.
If they would have investigated themselves and said nothing was wrong, would you have said, oh, well, I guess then they must have been nothing and the expose was wrong?
No, most likely I would try to, again, look at data and information. And again, in the article that I linked, you can see photos, videos, you see a lot of really detailed shit in there. So very clearly this Telegram group was taking place. Horetz provides evidence, it's a very long article, Horetz provides evidence that it was run by the IDF, and then ultimately the IDF, after that information comes out, says, well, yeah, but it was, it was part of this unit, it's not really like, without like the main authorization, blah, blah, blah. Even granting that premise is true, that there's a unit in IDF that's responsible for PSYOP and information warfare, and they thought this was a good idea. That in of itself would, I think, suggest that there's a massive issue.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good thing we dig into. It's something different next time. Okay. All right. Any final words from Tom or Isaac?
Oh, have a good night.
Isaac and
All right. Love you
I
guys.
didn't hear what you said right there, but it was good moderating with you.
Have fun. Peace out.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why you guys can't. God, this went so long. Okay, I love you guys. I don't know. Like, again, I try not to over simp for a particular side, but like, if these are the strongest stories, it has to be like the IDF has to be the most moral fucking military in the entire fucking universe. These are the best stories that we're getting from immoral conduct. If this is the best, or if this is the worst that the IDF has done, it must be literally a fighting force sent from fucking Yahweh himself, okay, to conduct themselves in the most moral way possible. Because I would expect to see fucked up shit. The reason why I say, like, yeah, they're probably working on this. I'm sure there's been fucked up horrible shit. I'm sure there must be, just because of the size of the conflict. But like, holy Christ, if this is it, like, Jesus fuck, my God. All right. I love you guys. It's been fun. Ripper and Cappuccino, 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 Cappuccino. I'll catch you guys next stream right now. Peace out. I'm gonna bring this as part of me and then start to use it deploys to like use.
Target some.
All the time. Okay, what was I looking for? Don't see. I don't remember. Oh, police salary average median. Oh wait, actually, hold on. We know this from our college research. We can do this better. Research, college degrees, college. We can go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and just look on this website and it's like show us like every job and the medians and everything. So control of police. first line supervisors of police and detectives. These guys' median salary is 99,400, 99K. These are medians, right? Or are they means? Let me check. Oh no, this is the median. This is the average, so it might be pulled up a bit. But police officers, median is 71.4K. Police and sheriff's patrol is 71.4K. Transit and railroad police is 76K. Dispatchers, 70. I'm curious when they calculate this, if this is like the median wage for a real life police officer, or if this is also including that retarded fucking pension spiking shit they do in the last couple of years. Like, does the Bureau of Labor Statistics include overtime? These estimates are calculated with data collected from employers in all industry sectors measuring more than additional information like the hourly annual excess file. Does the Bureau of Labor Statistics median wage include overtime? Payroll is reported for deductions of any kind, such as those for old age and unemployment insurance, group insurance, withholding tax. Also included are overtime pay, holidays, vacation pay, sick. Makes more sense for aid to come in from Egypt. Does it? I don't know if okay, careful. I know more than most, but not everything in this particular realm. But my understanding is, I don't believe that Egypt has any obligation for aid to be delivered to the Palestinians because Egypt is not a party to this conflict right now. JB Zeman, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. The parties to the conflict right now are Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. So these are the two people that are obligated to ensure humanitarian aid is delivered to Palestinian civilians and the Israeli civilians that they were getting attacked during this conflict. I don't believe Egypt has an obligation here. Yeah, looking up actually police salaries, I wonder if the Bureau of Labor Statistics breaks it down geographically. Because I imagine like somebody in the LAPD or the NYPD might be getting paid more than like a Georgia bumfuck number cop or something. Police officers. Okay, I don't know if this is like a geographic breakdown. The median annual wage for police and sheriff's patrol officers is 66K. Careful, Egypt negotiated that first ceasefire. They are formally involved in these negotiations. That doesn't make them a party to the conflict. States with the highest employment level of police and sheriff's patrol officers. So California's mean wage is $104,000. Texas is 66.5 or about $67,000. Mississippi is $38,000. Who is the better antagonist between Tywin Lannister and Gustavo Fring? Would Tywin Lannister, in a show like Game of Thrones, I don't know if you have antagonists in, when you have a cast of characters, I feel like towards the end of the show you might, I don't know. Towards the end of the show, it feels like it. But like in the beginning of the show, who would you consider like the protagonist? Like Jon Snow, Robb Stark? Because theoretically, depending on who you like more, you could change who you consider an antagonist or a protagonist. Okay, but towards the end of the show, it kind of becomes obvious who like good and evil is. So. all the Starks. Yeah, I mean, probably roughly from a Game of Thrones point of view, the Starks are kind of the goodish guys and the imperfect good guys and the... It's like imperfect good guys and then lovable villains, maybe? Maybe you could say that? Do you think it's correct to say that Israel needs to be doing better on the civilian consideration front? Not necessarily legally, but morally speaking, such that countries to be justified in withdrawing from freedom. Maybe. Here's the issue, okay? Like, this is what we're really saying. This is why nobody does actual analysis, okay? Here's what we're saying. If we say this, okay, let's say we make this statement, right? Israel needs to do a better job in protecting the civilian population, okay? Let's say that this is our feeling. Is there a way to make it bigger? Make this overall bigger. Wait, you can do it. Let's say that Israel needs to do a better job of protecting the civilian population, okay? The main question that we have here, everything is going to revolve around this thing. When we say better job, what does it mean when we say better job? Because the question needs to be compared to what? And so here are questions that we would need to ask, okay? Historically, what do other countries do in conflicts to take care of the civilian population? Historically, did those countries do a better or worse job than Israel is doing now? Because, and then the escape from this argumentative chain would be, if they did a worse job, then arguably, if there was no international condemnation or criticism, Israel is probably in the clear, right? So that would be one question. Let's say that you look up historically what happens in war, and every other country has done a way worse job with the enemy civilian population. Israel's like, okay, well, why are we talking about this? Now, with the exception being if people were obviously criticized, like, well, yeah, these guys did bad with the enemy civilian population, but it was horrible, and everybody's critical, right? But if largely, yeah. So this would be like the first question, okay? Is how are we comparing it? How are we comparing it to the current situation? The second question would be, let's say we haven't escaped this argumentative chain, okay? Let's say, historically, other countries, wait. There's actually another question we need to ask first, even before we get into this. I'm sorry. How are we measuring good job versus bad job? Have these metrics ever been used in past conflicts